In this video, I want to explain to you the mentoring law of 2 generations. Now, if you're going to start mentoring somebody, whether on a team, whether in your family, if you're a parent, whether, in an organization, at a business, whether in a church, if you're going to start mentoring somebody, hopefully you will sort of fill out your mentoring tree. You'll start thinking about, okay, who can I mentor? Who are the people that I'm going to give my time to? Because you can only mentor a few people. You can't mentor everyone in your world. So great leaders say, who can I mentor? And then who can they mentor? And so the mentoring law of 2 generations says, really, the main thing you need to focus on is 2 generations. You don't need to focus on 3 or 4 generations removed from your mentoring influence. You need to know who you're mentoring. You need to make sure that you're using the simple, reproducible methodology, that the way you're doing it is being caught by the person that you're mentoring. And so then what you can do in your mentoring relationship, hopefully you have the heart and the mind to not just make mentors, but make mentors who make mentors. So hopefully you're not just trying to be the only guy that can ever mentor, but rather you recognize that you're going to try to help the people in your first generation, your first circles, the first people you're trying to help. You're trying to help them to also become mentors down the road at some point. It probably won't even take that long, if you're using a real simple system and methodology. And so the law of 2 generations says, the person you're mentoring, the first generation, and then the names of the people that they're mentoring. Now, you might not know those people, but you probably know their names because you're encouraging the people you're mentoring to mentor those people. But see, if you try to keep track of everyone, I like to think of it as you're the parent. So this is your first generation's your son, and then the second generation's your grandson. Well, I don't know my great-grandfather. I know my grandfather, but I really know my father. And so that's the law of 2 generations, is you can't really try to affect everyone, directly in your mentoring tree, but you can affect everyone indirectly. You can set a great culture in your mentoring tree, in your church, in your organization, on your team, whatever, even in your family. If you mentor your first generation well, and you know who they're going to be mentoring, you know those names, and you're going to spur that on, and you're going to coach and encourage and cheerlead them for the second generation. And then from there, you step back and you say, all right, let's see if this thing can go viral and can spread through many generations. That's the law of 2 generations.